Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Mike Tyson's Punch-Out High Score tutorial. In this video, I'll be talking about the very first fight in the game, Glass Joe. This strategy will require a little luck to get out of the first phase, but after that should be mostly smooth sailing until the very end of the fight. Firstly, I would like to go over some facts about the fight. Not all of this information will be needed, but it helps to know if you feel like coming up with your own route. Firstly, the first star can be attained on the 20th punch of the fight, and the next guaranteed star will be owed every 8th punch. Random stars are awarded at a 50% rate. The smallest amount of damage you can deal and also get a star is with a left gut punch for 4 damage. Damage dealt by a star punch can take on 4 values. 23 damage can be dealt by landing a star punch while stunned, unstunned after a punch, and with a specific guard manipulation. 18 damage is dealt while Joe is just standing there. 17 damage is dealt when a star punch intercepts a hook, and 15 damage is dealt when a star punch intercepts a jab or a specific guard manipulation is performed. Glass Joe will perform his Vive la France attack at 40 seconds in round 1 and at 30 seconds in round 2 and 3. They can be skipped if you knock Joe down no more than approximately 1.5 seconds before the attack begins, or you go pink. Joe's health recovery is soft capped at 32 hit points. Joe has 2 different punches, a hook and a jab. The hook can be intercepted with a left face jab, and his jab can be intercepted with a gut punch. Both of these punches deal 11 damage to Little Mac. When Little Mac turns pink, Joe will perform constant hooks, and this will be the fastest possible way to keep him attacking. Little Mac returns to normal after dodging 1 punch. Glass Joe's guard speeds up a little at 40 seconds in round 1. Now that all the general information is out of the way, we can start talking about things more important to the route. On Joe's first knockdown, he will get up on a 1 count if you have full HP and less than a minute has elapsed. Otherwise, he will get up with 80 HP. On Joe's second knockdown, he will get up on a 1 count if you have full HP. Otherwise, he will get up with 48 HP. On Joe's third knockdown, he will get up on a 1 count if you knock him down with a star punch. Otherwise, he will get up with 40 HP. On Joe's fourth knockdown, he will get up on a 1 count if you knock him down with a star punch. Otherwise, he will get up with 8 HP. On Joe's fifth knockdown, he will get up on a 1 count if you knock him down with a star punch. Otherwise, he will either get KO'd or get up with 8 HP. On Joe's 6th knockdown, he will never be able to get up, so this fight will be broken down into 6 phases. For the most part, Glass Joe's patterns won't be that important for the fight. Glass Joe is more likely to give better select refills at the start of round 3. However, there shouldn't ever be a situation where you will have taken a huge amount of damage by the end of round 1. Joe will dodge on the 8th star that Little Mac uses. After a reset, he will dodge again on the 8th star. This won't be an issue though, as he won't use that many star punches. Overall, this is a pretty straightforward fight, and large sections of it will be repetitive as you will be farming stars. Let's get into it. We are going to start off by wasting all 20 of our hearts. This will cause Joe to hook sooner. Also, since we become un-pink as the clock ticks over 40 seconds, he won't do his Vive la France attack. Glass Joe will hook twice, dodge and counter both of them 7 times each. At this point, he can do one of 2 things, either hook again or jab. If you get the hook, counter it 5 times then force a block. We're going to do 1 face punch for a guaranteed star, then raise his guard and gut punch him twice. Hold up and star punch, then gut punch again and hold up and star punch for the knockdown. He should go down at around 125-ish. If you get the jab, dodge and counter it 4 times and then face punch. Raise his guard, then gut punch for a guaranteed star, then follow it up with 2 more gut punches. You'll get blocked either on your first or second gut punch. This is because he is performing a hook. Don't worry about it. Hold up and star punch. 1 more left gut punch, and then star punch for the knockdown. He should go down at around 128-ish. Phase 1 requires some luck to continue. After you get your first guaranteed star, you will follow up with 2 gut punches for random stars. You need at least one of these random stars. There is 1 final gut punch in the phase. If you only got 1 early star, you need the late star. If you got both early stars, you don't need the late star. Also, every second gut punch is misdirected. I find it tough to keep track of when to do misdirected gut punches, since whenever you get blocked, it resets the guard timer. So for the most part, I just make them all misdirected for the rest of the fight. Now for phase 2. Begin with 3 left gut punches. You will need to get to at least 2 stars. Star punch twice and hold up for the duration of both of them. 8 more gut punches will get him to low HP. Hold up and star punch for the knockdown. Pretty simple phase. It's all 1 counts from here on out, so we will just be farming stars. On a 1 count, Joe, and almost every other fighter, will get up with a full refill, which is 96 HP. That means we can deal 23 left gut punches before he will get knocked down. But we can save time by intercepting some jabs we know that are coming for 5 damage. We can do 3 of these 5 damage punches per 96 HP refill, and not reduce the total amount of punches we do in a phase. After 6 gut punches, we can do 1 of these face punches. We will save the other 2 for round 2, and this will help get his guard up faster there. The tricky thing is, we only get a guaranteed star on every 8th punch, and I haven't been keeping track of which punch is every 8th one. We want a star on the very first punch of round 2, so we can start getting random stars right away. The trick here is to just watch the tens digit of your points, since that has basically been keeping track of all the punches you have been doing. You'll continuously do left gut punches until the last 2 digits of the points read 00, then stop punching and get hit once, since Joe should be at 31 HP. This trick is quite malleable and can be integrated into other more complicated strategies. Now, we will just dodge all of Joe's punches until the end of the round. During the first round, there is one thing that could happen, but didn't happen in that particular demonstration. That thing is, when you are performing misdirected left gut punches, you could intercept a jab. This will definitely happen a few times in the next 2 rounds, but I want to be clear that it could happen earlier. I will show you how to recognize it and handle it when it occurs. Begin round 2 with a face punch. Hold up to raise his guard. Your aim is to not let it drop for the entirety of the round. Gut punch and intercept the hook. There goes those 2 face punches we saved. Then it's just continuous gut punches until low HP and knock him down with a star punch. Be wary of the Vive la France attack at 30 seconds. You might opt to knock him down just before or after the attack. Did you see the thing I was talking about happen? The jab intercept? Let's take a closer look. This is a comparison between the 5th and 6th punches of round 2 using frame advance. They are both buffered gut punches, but one of them is a jab intercept. On the first gut punch, watch Joe's feet closely. You can see right before the jab lands, his feet are close together. On the second jab, right before Mac's punch lands, Joe's feet take a wider stance. This indicates a jab intercept. In real time, you will only see his stance widen for a frame or two. After you see this jab intercept, perform your next gut punch as normal, then on the following gut punch, hold up a little before using it. If you don't do this, Joe's guard will drop and it will be a huge pain to raise again. Begin the next phase with 3 gut punches, then intercept a hook. If you knocked Joe down early enough, handle the Vive la France attack as shown in the video. The Vive la France attack resets the pattern, so you will need 3 gut punches, then a face jab after it. There isn't much else to do in this phase, just continuously gut punch him, taking care to keep his guard raised at all times. When he can't take another punch, use a star punch to knock him down. The next phase begins as the same as the last. 3 gut punches, then intercept a hook with a face jab. Keep his guard up. Like at the end of the previous round, we only want to do 1 face punch here, as we will need 2 to get his guard up in round 3. Also, we will need to set up a guaranteed star for the first punch of round 3. Exactly like the end of round 1, we will aim to have the last 2 digits of the points read a certain number. In this case, it's 80, which should happen sometime as Joe's HP enters the recovery zone. For the rest of the round, let Joe recover to his max HP, then dodge for the rest of the round. Press select here to recover some health. The refill here, no matter how small or large, isn't really a factor in this fight. Like the beginning of round 2, buffer a face punch and hold up, then gut punch, then intercept his hook. Once again, we used up those 2 face punches we saved. Continuously gut punch him until he is at low HP, then star knockdown. If you have been counting, this is the 8th star punch of the fight, so Joe can dodge this one. Either dodge a punch of his and land it, or land it right after his Vive la France, or try to intercept one of his punches. This is the final phase. Handle the opening similarly, 3 gut punches and then intercept his hook. We are going to gut punch until Joe hits his recovery zone. Once inside, let Joe punch you, then gut punch, and keep gut punching until you get back to 3 stars. When you get back to 3 stars, let him hit you again. Eventually, you are likely to go pink. One interesting thing about going pink is that the opponent's guard get frozen in its last position. When pink, get hit until you have 1 star, then dodge and continue gut punching until 3 stars. You're going to juggle his HP until you think it's necessary to end the fight and star punch. Like I said, pretty simple fight, the only tricky thing is recognizing the jab intercepts. That concludes the tutorial for High Score on Glass Joe. I hope you all learned something today, and in the next fight, we will tackle a more complicated opponent.